how is the question saying? So this is the question which we are given. The question is saying find the coordinates of A and B. Find the coordinates of A and B. How can we find these two coordinates which are here? How can we find these two coordinates? So one thing that should come to your mind before you find these coordinates is that what is here? Here, have you seen a coordinate that is here? As long as it is in the what? As long as it is in the x-axis, the value for y is 0. So in this case, here we've got a coordinate x comma 0. I know y is 0. Even here, I've got x comma 0. Have you seen? So I know that in this case, a coordinate that is there, it is x comma 0. And the coordinate that is there is x comma 0. So the main thing here which I need to do is to find the what? Is to find the coordinates. I need to find the coordinates of A and B. Where I know that y is 0, even there y is what? Y is 0. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to get the given equation. This is the given equation for this graph. I get it, then where there is y, I put 0. Which means that I'm just going to get this one here. Then I equate it to 0. So that I come up with the answers which are here. I come up with the value of x and the value of x there. So what I'm going to do is that negative x plus 2. This is what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to do this. Then I've got x minus 5, where I say is equal to 0. I solve this. So what this means is that I'm going to get this one alone, I equate it to 0. I also get this one alone, I equate it to what? I equate it to 0. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to say negative x plus 2 is equal to 0. Or I'm going to say x minus 5 is equal to what? Is equal to 0. That's what I'm going to do. Then I solve this equation. I also solve that equation. The values of x that I'm going to find are the values which are going to be there. So this is what I'm doing. And this is what you also supposed to do. So you say this is negative x, which is equal to. So when this one goes outside, we're going to have negative what? Negative 2. We're going to have 0 minus 2, which is equal to negative 2. I divide both sides by negative 1. I divide both sides by negative 1. So that this negative and that negative may cancel out. Then I'm going to say x now is equal to. So the value of x is equal to what? This into that, it is 2. Negative negative will be cancelled. So it is just a 2. Then solving this, it is x is equal to, I've got a 0 there. So plus, when the 5 goes there, plus 5. Where x is equal to 5. So these are the answers. So this is how I need to solve this. X is what? X is 2. X is 5. So these are the two answers. So you ask yourself, which one is 2? Which one is 5? You know that this is a number line. As these numbers are increasing like that, so meaning that the value which is here is smaller than the value which is there. So we start counting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just going. So it means here we've got a 2. There we've got a what? A 5. According to the answers that we've solved, then you just conclude and say, this is the conclusion you are going to say, where you are going to say, therefore, the coordinates A are what? 2. There we've said it is 2. So 2, 0, and B. The coordinate of B is what? You say 5, 0. This is what you need to do. So these are the answers that you need to find. So let's make sure we go through all these lessons. Let's make sure we answer them. Let's make sure we revise through all these. So these are the teachings that will help you get a distinction in mathematics. So I just decided that today we do some revisions on the topics that we haven't understood, so that we see how we can move together. So this is what we need to do. These are the questions we need to cover. So we need to know all these. We need to know everything. We need to make sure that we get and understand everything that I'm trying to discuss with you. So let's make sure we get the necessary concept. Let's make sure we revise through everything.